12 publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. J.K. Rowling, the mastermind behind the magical world of Harry Potter, didn't have it easy. She was a struggling single mother living on welfare, with a dream to tell a story that had been simmering in her mind since a delayed train journey in 1990. However, the road to getting her story heard was not a smooth one. Rowling's journey is a testament to the power of resilience in the face of rejection. After completing the first manuscript of what would eventually become Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, she was met with rejection. Not once, not twice, but a disheartening 12 times. Each rejection could have been a sign to give up, to accept that her story was not worth telling. But Rowling saw these setbacks differently. Instead of allowing the rejection to defeat her, Rowling used it as fuel. She took each no as an opportunity to refine her work, to improve, to persevere. She continued to believe in the magical world she had created, a world she knew others would fall in love with, if only given the chance. And then finally, the 13th publisher, Bloomsbury, took a chance on Rowling's story. The rest, as they say, is history. The Harry Potter series has since sold over 450 million copies worldwide, has been translated into 78 languages, and has inspired a multi-billion-dollar film franchise. But the true magic of Rowling's story lies not in the success she eventually achieved, but in the journey she took to get there. It's a journey defined by failure, rejection, and hardship. But importantly, it's a journey where these setbacks were not seen as the end, but as motivation to keep going, to keep believing, to keep creating. Rowling's journey illustrates how failure can fuel motivation and drive us towards success. So the next time you face a setback, remember the story of J.K. Rowling and let it inspire you to keep pushing forward. Because as Rowling herself said, it is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Our next story is about Abraham Lincoln, who faced numerous failures before becoming one of the most revered presidents of the United States. Abraham Lincoln, a name synonymous with resilience, determination, and triumph, was no stranger to failure. His journey was marked by a series of setbacks that would have crumbled a weaker spirit. Yet, Lincoln stood tall, his failures serving as stepping stones on his path to the presidency. Once a struggling businessman, Lincoln's early attempts at commerce proved disastrous. His general store in New Salem, Illinois, was a financial flop, leaving him with a mountain of debt. Instead of wallowing in despair, he used this failure as a catalyst for change, shifting his focus towards politics and law. Despite his natural talent for public speaking and his commitment to the principles of justice and equality, Lincoln's political journey was far from smooth. He lost his bid for a seat in the Illinois General Assembly, not once, but twice, and his attempts to secure a role in the United States Senate, thwarted not once, but twice. Yet with every defeat, Lincoln's resolve only strengthened. He learned from his losses, adapting his strategy, refining his speeches, and deepening his understanding of the nation's needs. Each failure, each disappointment shaped his character, honed his leadership style, and propelled him forward. In 1860, Lincoln's perseverance paid off. He was elected as the 16th President of the United States. His presidency, marked by the tumult of the Civil War and the struggle for the abolition of slavery, tested his leadership like never before. Yet the lessons learned from his previous failures guided him, providing the fortitude necessary to navigate these challenges and emerge as one of the most influential leaders in American history. Lincoln's story is a reminder that even the most successful individuals have experienced failure and used it as a stepping stone to success. His journey, punctuated by setbacks, underscores the transformative power of failure, illuminating how it can serve as a catalyst for growth, adaptation, and eventual triumph. As we've seen from these stories, failure is not the end, but often the beginning of a new journey towards success. Life, in all its intricate complexity, offers no guarantees, no clear-cut paths to success. The road to triumph is often littered with stumbling blocks and setbacks. But as we've learned from the stories of Thomas Edison, J.K. Rowling, and Abraham Lincoln, these setbacks can be the very catalysts that propel us towards our ultimate goals. Each of these individuals experienced significant setbacks in their journeys. Edison's countless unsuccessful attempts, Rowling's initial manuscript rejections, Lincoln's political failures, all these instances could have been moments of defeat, and yet they were not. Instead, these setbacks served as stepping stones, paving the way for astounding success. Why is that? It's because these individuals understood a fundamental truth. Failure is not a verdict, but a lesson. It's an opportunity for learning, for growth, for adaptation. It's a chance to reassess, reevaluate, and redirect our efforts. And most importantly, it's a chance to persist. Embracing failure is not about celebrating defeat. It's about recognizing that setbacks are an integral part of the learning process. It's about seeing failure not as a dead end, but as a detour, a redirection towards a potentially more fruitful path. And it's about using failure as motivation, because there's no better fuel for ambition than the desire to overcome our own shortcomings. It's a potent reminder that we have the capacity to grow, to improve, to triumph over adversity. It's the spark that ignites the fire of determination. So let's recap. Embrace failure, learn from it, use it as motivation. And remember, setbacks are not the end, they're merely detours on the road to success. So the next time you face a failure, remember, it might just be your stepping stone to success. Embrace it, learn from it,